Okay, let's talk about one of the most controversial topics when it comes to growing tomatoes. Should you prune your suckers? I'm going to tell you an approach that I'm trying this year, different than I did last year, and we'll see the outcome as the season goes on. But let me tell you a little bit about what I'm doing. I am growing sun gold tomatoes. I grew them last summer as well. They're an indeterminate type of tomato, so they'll produce fruit all growing season long. It is a vining type, so it will get very tall, very huge. Right now, they're still really small because I'm in zone 6B and the weather's just been really horrible. It's just been so cold and rainy, and I can't believe we're almost in July and it's just hasn't been hot. But this next week we're going to get a real big heat wave, so it should really help. Currently they're not staked. I am going to stake them. That's my goal this weekend, to get them clipped with some tomato clips and staked so they have support as they get bigger and taller. But this year I am actually not pruning my suckers. Last year I pruned them. This year I'm not going to, and I'm going to tell you the reasoning behind that. So let me kind of zoom in case you do not know and you're new to gardening. Welcome. You can always learn. There's no dumb questions. Let's talk about what a sucker is and how you identify them, because I know a lot of people get confused, and that's totally understandable. So this is your main stem here, where everything's kind of growing off your main stem. Here, because I've actually started to let them grow, when something comes off your main stem, it starts like so tiny. I'm trying to see if I have any that's like really tiny to show you. They start really tiny and they come off here, the side. I'm pointing to this one. I don't know if you can see it here. Let me try to get better. There we go. So it's coming off of here. This actually was a sucker that I let go. So it's getting bigger. A sucker is actually the part that's going to produce fruit. Okay, so a lot of people, the school of thought is to prune the suckers because you're putting more energy, the plant's putting more energy into producing fruit, when people sometimes like to have bigger fruits, and for the ones that they do have to be bigger, juicier, and to ripen faster. So that's the school of thought of whether you should prune them or not. My goal with the sun golds, they're already small. They don't take a long time to ripen. They're very quick. They're very sweet, and they produce a lot. I love them. My kids eat them off the vine. It's something that we eat all the time. So for me, I want more fruit. So I'm actually going to let these suckers develop and have more fruits this year. So originally, like I said, these were like babies. Like this is another sucker here. This, again, coming off of your main stem here, but this started as a sucker. So you can see, if I gently show you here, see, like that's going to be where your fruits are coming from. Same over here. I can kind of show you here. Like in here, those are going to be what flowers and then fruits. Same over here. Another one that's I've let grow. So going to get lots of nice fruits. Originally I did have lower leaves that were not suckers, that are just, part of the plant and will help, provide shade and give photosynthesis so the plant can develop and get the nutrients that it needs. However, I did cut all of the lower branches that were not suckers because they were very close to the soil. They were getting splashed, especially with a lot of weather and rain, and they were starting to yellow. So I trimmed all those. I obviously left ones up higher because I am getting the flowers. And look at that, I spy a little tomato. So you do need some foliage. I like to do it more kind of closer to where it's fruiting, but otherwise I took the rest off. So that's kind of my strategy this year. It's new to me. I've usually pruned suckers. So this year I'm letting them grow wild and trying to get more fruit. Let me know, are you team prune or are you team let them grow?